Okay guys, welcome back to another video. Let's talk a little bit about momentum in life in this video. So many people think that self-improvement is very tough, right? And yes, self-improvement can be tough. And it will be tough sometimes. But I think that a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that is sort of always supposed to be tough. They think, oh, I'm constantly going to need to control my urges and bring up discipline to do the hard work, etc., and it's gonna be this long journey of suffering, right? And this is just not true. It gets so much easier once you get a bit of momentum going in your life. Let me just give you guys a couple of examples. Your phone, right? This is a topic that you constantly see in self-improvement. People say, don't use your phone too often. I've made videos on this saying, don't take your phone to the bathroom, giving you examples, etc., right? People think, oh, now I am constantly going to have to bring up the discipline to not bring my phone because I want to check my phone, but I'm not allowed to check my phone. So, oh yeah, I'm constantly going to have to suffer. That's the way to live a healthy lifestyle. Suffering, right? Suffering to do the good things in life. But you will eventually get to a point where you actually don't want to use your phone. For example, what I like to do is I like to think a lot and I like to talk in front of a camera, right? So when I'm working, I might have a lot of creative ideas running through my mind. I might be really motivated to do a certain thing. So when I'm working and I need to go for a number 2, I often actually don't want to bring my phone because I prefer the things that are happening in my mind over the things that my phone can offer me. I mean, think about it. What exactly can my phone offer me? Maybe my mother-in-law said something in the in-law family group app or something. And no offense to my mother-in-law, but you know, generally speaking, the things that your mother-in-law says in the group chat isn't exactly that exciting, right? I could watch some random TikTok videos, I could watch some random Instagram pictures or something. None of these things actually appeal to me as much as what is happening in my mind at that time. And I'm not saying that I never feel tempted to check my phone. It's just that I feel a lot less tempted to check my phone than if this stuff would be new to me, right? If I lived a crappy lifestyle and I just decided to change. You eventually get to a point where you get this momentum going where it becomes easier to do the right thing because partially you start to actually love doing the right thing. It's not about constantly bringing up discipline, but you actually start to love doing the right thing. Another great example is porn. People think, oh, nofap, that means that you constantly have to control your urges and suffer for the rest of your life because, you know, that's the way to live a healthy lifestyle and to not bombard your dopamine system and to make sure that you don't get fetishes and erectile dysfunction, etc. But for me, it's not like that at all. Most of the time, when I get a sexual urge, I genuinely prefer to not watch porn. Because eventually you sort of start to fall in love with the feeling that you get when you aren't fapping it to porn all the time. The feeling of sexual energy, the feeling of having a cleaner dopamine system that isn't overstimulated. You start to like the feeling of having sex with real girls. Real sex starts to become a lot more fun. And so I often think, well, why on earth would I waste this feeling that I'm having right now, this energized, hyped up feeling, the feeling of enjoying things with my non-overstimulated dopamine system, the feeling that I'll get this night when I make love to my girlfriend. Why would I waste all of that by fapping it to porn right now? This is not a matter of me having to bring up discipline to not watch porn. This is a matter of me genuinely thinking, why the hell would I want to watch porn? Because I have genuinely experienced what is on the other side to such an extent that you start to fall in love with it and you sort of start to become confident that this is actually part of your life, that you actually start to prefer these things. So guys, do not get demotivated. self-improvement or a healthy lifestyle, I think that's a better description, because it's not just about constantly improving yourself. Living a healthy lifestyle is not a miserable journey of suffering where you constantly have to control yourself and you constantly have to bring up discipline. Over time, as you get a bit of momentum going, it actually gets easier because you actually start to like the lifestyle that you have. Now I guess there's 2 lessons to this video. That was the first one. Don't get demotivated, it gets easier. But the second lesson is, it doesn't necessarily come automatically. I see people who don't really get to this point where they actually start to like their lifestyle. So be aware of it and make a little bit of a conscious effort to actually start liking your new life, or maybe think about how you can turn it into something that you can potentially like. Because if you keep approaching it from a negative mindset, where you keep telling yourself, oh, this sucks, this is horrible, then you're probably never going to learn to actually like it, right? So be aware of the fact that it can actually be a positive thing. Focus on the positive things. Instead of thinking, oh, I'm not allowed to watch my phone, think, hey, I can use my own mind for a bit. Hey, I can meditate. I can give my mind a break. I can actually feel better instead of checking my phone. This is a privilege. It can actually make me feel better. Instead of thinking, oh, I'm not allowed to watch porn, think, hey, I can actually stop bombarding my dopamine system. By not watching porn, I can actually make sure that I start enjoying real sex more, that I become more motivated to work towards my goals. Think of it like a positive thing. Because if you don't make a conscious effort to view it in a positive way, then it's probably not going to work.